This short-term funding package includes an extension of the FAA authorization, funding for flood insurance programs, $16 billion for disaster relief, and most importantly, it'll keep the lights on for the over 6,500 federal employees in North Carolina's 13th district. Looking ahead, this short-term funding package gives us more time to come together, find common ground, and pass bipartisan spending bills for the full year. For Democrats, that means funding for Ukraine. Our support for Ukraine cannot waver. I wish we didn't have to spend any money in Ukraine, but if Vladimir Putin wins, we'll have to spend 1,000 times more trying to contain an aggressive and emboldened Russia around the globe. If we abandon Ukraine, Russia will win. Putin will win. Support for Ukraine is in our national interest, Mr. President. Mr. Speaker, for Republicans, that means securing the border and taking up immigration reform. As a member of the Problem Solvers Caucus and a member of the New Democrat Coalition's Immigration and Border Security Task Force, I remain focused and committed to working across the aisle to secure our border and advance comprehensive immigration reform. I believe that the best path forward is through the bipartisan Keep America Open Act that I've co-sponsored and is being led by the Problem Solvers Caucus. This legislation upholds the top-line numbers agreed to in the bipartisan budget agreement. It includes funding for Ukraine, which is desperately needed. It includes Title 42 reform legislation that I helped introduce with a bipartisan group of members earlier this year that will help secure the southern border while giving us more time to enact meaningful, long-term reforms to our overburdened immigration system. And it includes bipartisan reforms to increase transparency and address long-term spending, an area where I agree with my Republican colleagues.